All right, welcome back into another GodfatherLocks.com audio report for this Friday, May 15th, as we look back and look forward at what's going on the website. And if you followed me since last week's report, you've made money, and that's the goal in a 7-day period, 14-day period, 21, 28, and a long stretch is to make money and to cash in on your bookie. And that's exactly what we've done in the last 7 days, plus 32 star units in both NBA and baseball action. In the last 10 days, plus 47 star units. And in the last 3 weeks to date, a plus 110 star units posted in the last 21 days. So as we look at each sport, the NBA, we're on a 24-17 playoff run, 8-5 in the last 13. Now, we were 8-3 going into last night, but to discredit, coming off of a 2-0 Wednesday with the Wizards and the Warriors, we come back last night feeling confident with the two favorites. Of course, we saw the Bulls with an absolute pathetic performance, and then we saw the Rockets come back against the Clippers late, really late. If you weren't safe with a 19-point lead with about 2 or 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, that explained it, how we woke up this morning to a loss if you didn't get to catch that game, as the Rockets just went on fire in the fourth, winning 40-15. So that's the kind of way we have to lose a game these days. And unfortunately, coming off of a bad loss like that, my job is to look forward and to pick the pieces off from one bad day. Now, speaking of a bigger picture, in the last 19 days, we've had 13 profitable days with really only one bad day, and that was yesterday. Yesterday, we had the 0-2 in the NBA and about an even day in baseball. So, look, one day here and there, but if you're talking about the rest of the week, you're talking about Saturday with +8, Sunday +14, Monday +16, that and +16 including a 5-1 day on Monday. Tuesday we lost just a little bit, and Wednesday 5-1 plus 20 star units. So 4 of the last 6 days have shown a profit, 3 being huge, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. Again, just swinging away, making a profit is the goal in both leagues. Now, in the NBA, like I said, 24-17 run, 6-3. 6 wins, 3 losses in the last 9 5-star plays. And the 5-star plays have been the bread and butter in both leagues. We're on a 54-37 run, 15-8 run, 7-4 run, and 5 stars in both leagues combined. But in baseball, things remain the same, okay? And this is going to go back, and I'm going to keep hammering this home for every week this summer to talk about baseball. Because in baseball, we are still on a 51-38 run, 6-4 in the last 10, which is pretty good. But in the 5-star picks, 44-28, 11-5 in the last 16 5-star picks is pretty damn remarkable. And in these last 23 days, since I basically started to push baseball and preach it to you guys and tell you that this is what's going to make us money all summer long, in the last 23 days, we are plus 94 star units in baseball. So follow every game. I know it's hard enough for you guys to follow baseball because you may not know enough about the teams, but follow along because that's where we're making money. That is pretty much my strongest sport. Now, I know a lot of you people who listen to me or follow me don't really think that because it's mostly college football and the NBA are my strengths. But if you look at the site, GodfatherLocks.com, you see that baseball is where we really kick it into high gear and kill the bookie in that aspect. So it's baseball. That's where it's at. Any Joe Schmo out there can pick NBA games and think that they can do well, even though we obviously take pride in it and we've made money all playoffs, but people will tend to know a little more about the NBA than baseball. So if you're ever looking for a handicapper, baseball is where it's at with us because we're making a lot of money. Now, speaking of the weekend, which we're going to look forward to now, we've had 3 straight winning weekends. And this weekend will mark the 4th straight. And 46 of the last 66 weekends. So we're talking over a year and about, another 14 weeks. So a year and about less than a quarter, but it's a year and a quarter, we have dominated the weekends. And the weekend is where most of my people that listen to this bet. And of course, we put the report on every Friday, so you get an idea of what's going on for the weekend. So 46 out of 66 winning weekends, 3 straight winning weekends. Today will start the 4th straight and the 47 out of 67 weekend. Not only that, today will also be winning day 5 of 7 to complete the week if you bought last weekend. So that's where we're at right now. And I thought to myself, how can I get people to believe in the weekends being strong? Because we're going on the 4th straight one. We're going on 47 of 67. We're clicking on all cylinders. I mean, in the last 6 to 21 days, we've been winning. I figured, let me do a different special. Now, every weekend, I come on here every Friday, and I tell you guys a $75 3-day plan will get you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we get a large response. And a lot of my people buy on just Fridays because they take advantage of the 3-day plan special. And if we don't buy, you get a week. Well, today I'm going to do something a little different. Today I'm going to offer a $60 3-day plan. All right? So that's only, and that's just Friday only. We're putting the report out early. Friday only, $20 each day. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. That is the cheapest I've ever put it for 3 days total. I've never charged just $60 for 3 days of basketball and baseball plays, but that's what you're going to get today. $60. If you're listening right now, it's a Friday. You'll get a 3-day plan. Every NBA pick. That means there's 2 big games today. There's going to be big games on Sunday. Baseball today, baseball Saturday, baseball Sunday. That's 3 straight days of picks. Every pick we have, you'll be able to get it for just $60. You can't beat it. I just thought to myself, how can I spark it up? That's the way I'm going to do it. That's the special going on right now. And also, if you're looking for a long-term thing, $125 weekly plan today only will get you a week. If we don't win in the next week, you get 2 weeks free. That's running again today for $125. Now, if you're looking to just buy a daily plan, you're a first-time listener, you're a first-time follower of GodfatherLocks.com, I will give it to you for $30 for the daily plan. That goes on today with the NBA games and baseball pretty much all day today. So that's where we stand as far as plans-wise, and I'm telling you guys, this is where you want to invest. You buy a 3-day plan, you're going to make money. You buy a weekly plan, you're going to make money. And if you don't, you buy a daily plan, you get the next day free. And this 3-day weekly plan, nothing changes. Just because it's $60 doesn't mean I'm not going to honor my loyalty program. So if you spend the $60 and we don't win, I will then give you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for free to make up for it. But we're pretty much sold on it's gonna be another strong weekend, winning weekend number 4 in a row. Now let's look at the action real quick as we time down this audio report. Tonight, 2 big game 6s. Can the Hawks close it out? We saw the Cavs do it last night. The Wizards are right now a -2.5. If I'm looking at the lines here in Vegas, they're -2.5. Can they force Game 7? That's the question that everybody's asking. We'll find out at 7 o'clock tonight as that tips off in the East who will play the Cavs. Look, the line looks about right. I mean, the Wizards were right there the other night. This series has been close for the most part every game. So to sit there and say that Atlanta's a clear-on number 1 seed, I don't think that's true. But can they close it out? Absolutely. We saw what they did in the series against Brooklyn when they went on the road in Game 6. So who knows what they'll do tonight. That should be an interesting game. As far as the Warriors and the Grizzlies, I'm looking at a 5-point favorite for the Warriors. We came back strong on Wednesday with the Warriors after they took that road blowout on Sunday, or Monday, against the Grizzlies. Now they come back tonight and they're a 5-point favorite. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Grizzlies have in the tank. This is for their season. This is the grindhouse. This is what they play defense for. So let's see if they can fight tonight, because you saw the Rockets last night on the road fight for their season, and we saw the Bulls come out flat at home and not really score much. So it's going to be interesting. It's weird how these teams respond. 2 home teams, 2 teams with their back against the wall. This is going to be pretty interesting to see who responds and who forces a Game 7. Now, they both can end tonight. We would love to see Game 7s, but they both can end. That's what the line's all about. We'll monitor it. We'll marinate it. It's only 9 o'clock your Eastern time, so we will have those plays for you a little bit later. Now, for baseball, some big pitchers on the mound tonight and all weekend. I know King Felix pitches tomorrow for the Mariners, who have dropped 2 straight. The Red Sox was one of my baseball plays last night, and the Mariners have lost 2 straight. They have J.A. Happ against Clay Buchholz, which should be an interesting matchup tonight. Also, Pineda for the Yankees is 5-0. He'll be battling Young for the Royals, who's 2-0, so some undefeated pitchers there. Dallas Keuchel at 8-10. He'll pitch against the Blue Jays. The Astros have won 2 straight. They're at home against Dickey, who's been struggling. He's 1-4 on the mound. I mean, some good pitchers also in the NL. You got Bumgarner pitching for the Giants tonight, and then Bartolo Colon on the mound against the Brewers for the Mets. I'm looking at 150 for Bartolo Colon. So some good baseball tonight. We'll be all over the map. Like I said, we're currently on a 51-38 baseball run, 11-5 in 5 stars in the last 16. So $100 better in baseball has made $9,400 the last 23 days. So this is where it's at. I mean, it's huge right now to jump on board, to invest a little bit, to make a lot. We're paying bills for all customers, and I just can't stress it to you guys enough. If you don't win in a weekly plan or a daily plan or a 3-day plan, there is a loyalty program in place to show you guys I'm a man of my word. So GodfatherLocks.com is the site. At GodfatherLocks is Twitter. And if you want to reach me with any questions, GodfatherLocks@gmail.com. Like I said, a one-time special, available tonight until tip-off, until 7 p.m., $60. gets you 3 days of plays. It's unbelievable. This is the time to do it. You invest $60. That is huge. That is only $20 a day. That's $10 off each daily. That is basically $40 off the original 3-day plan of $99. I normally run the rate at $75. I'm looking to tell you guys it's big weekend this weekend in sports. Strap in and bet. Thank you. Good luck.